Hi all, Ian here. I've not disappeared. I'm still working on this bad boy here. I'm getting some bits done on it soon. I have been away on holiday for quite a while and I took some time off after that as well, not to do any hobby, just to chill out for a bit. I just wanted to do a quick hobby supplies rundown of what I've got recently. I went to the Colours show in Newbury with my friend Rich from Rock Minis. He's not trading anymore, so we went as punters, which was quite nice. It was quite nice just to have a walk around slowly and see what we could see, and I found some really nice bits and pieces. He also bought me a few gifts from his time in Singapore, and I went and bought some other bits online. So I'll start with the Wargames Atlantic Dead Animal bits, brought to you by Pete the Wargamer. Everything you see here is paid for, apart from the two gifts from Rich, who's a friend. I did pay for these with my own money, and these are fantastic. Been looking for something like this, specifically with shark jaws in for a while. But with all the bones and everything on these, the stag heads and stuff, these are going to be really good for decorating some of my future builds. So I'm really looking forward to getting stuck into these. And the next let's do these two. So Rich went to Singapore and he knows I build a lot of stuff anyway. So he found me some really cool cocktail sticks. These ones are incredibly well textured at the top and they make really good balustrades for balconies and stuff like that. And this, I think there's 300 pieces. Oh no, it looks like 450 pieces in this one, so that'll last a good while. And then much to his wife's annoyance, sorry Emma, he was looking at all of the cocktail sticks and he found these ones, these nice rounded off square edged cocktail sticks. She asked him why he was buying them and he said one word. He just said my name and she went, yep, okay, I understand. Not actually opened these yet, so let's open them up and have a quick look. There are 300 pieces in here as well, so these should last a long time. They're just a nice, they're not quite matchstick size and they're smaller than balsa, but they are really satisfyingly square, and they do have a point on the end, but it's right at the edge, so I just cut that off and I've got a really nice long piece of square batten, and they should last a while as well. So thanks very much for those, Rich. Now along with these, Rich also gave me one of his older 3D printers. So I now have a Bambu Labs A1, I believe. So I'll be getting to grips with that soon. That won't be replacing my builds or anything. It's just a little tool for me to muck around with and do some house bits and do some other bits as well. And yeah, and then I went to Colours with Rich. And the first purchase of the day were these two fantastic miniatures from Greyhawk Miniatures. This is a Mouse Warrior, Martin the Mouse Warrior. Absolutely fantastic kit. Fell in love with it as soon as I saw it. It was an instant buy for me, and then they showed me the Wizard, which again was an instant buy. Now the chap, I can't remember his name, so apologies, but he did say he's got a pirate coming out. So yes, you can imagine that is a pirate rat. That's going to be awesome. So you can see here, incredibly well packaged, really nice. I've already opened it once. Really nicely done. And the sculpting has taken into account the 3D printing, which is phenomenal, I must say. These are a larger size than what I'm normally used to, which is great because my eyes are failing me in my old age. As you can see, the 3D printing quality is superb. So I will be taking some time out and painting these soon to go on a base that I got from Taro Model Maker. I got this back in April at Salou, but I've had that for a while. So I bought these two, and then on the way out of the door we walked past ABC brushes, and I've been using my old Games Workshop brushes, these ones, yeah, the Citadel shade brushes, for a long time. And although they do incredibly well, these are a lot larger, have a bigger brush head on them, and they're £1.50 as opposed to God knows how much these used to be. So I picked 3 of these up for future use. I'll keep them clean. They will literally be used for splodging on my homemade wash onto the bases. But yeah, I'm quite pleased with that purchase as well. ABC brushes, again, as I said, not been sponsored for any of this. I paid for every single thing myself. And then when we came home from Colours, I made an order online. I was looking for some basing material. I was looking for the Kraut Cover Scenics basing material with the bones and the skulls in, but I've not found any yet. I'll have to purchase some of that. But I was also looking for some of the VMS Smart Mod, which I picked up for myself. I watch Martin Kovacs of Night Shift, who is just a ridiculous modeller. If I could emulate 10% of his skill, I'd be very happy. But yeah, this stuff is phenomenal. I really like it. It's really gloopy. Obviously, I've been prodding around in there. But VMS Smart Mud and one of his other videos I've been watching had the diorama texture, the heavy brick rubble. Now, as you can see, it's literally crushed up brick. So I bought this one to give it a try, and I may well try and crush up an old brick as well to see if I can get it to look the same, but I very much doubt it. So that was bought those 2, and I also bought some more Foamex. This is 1mm Foamex slice, which is quite nice. I think this is from a bulk load, repackaged as always by these guys. They repackage absolutely everything and just sell it on, which is, you know, it's convenient for some. Some people think it's a bit of a rip-off, but considering I can't find this 1mm Forex anywhere, it was I was happy with the price, and I got 3 sheets of it, so I'll be using some of this in my future builds as well. So, well, there we go. That's my latest hobby supplies roundup. Hopefully I'll do more of these in the future if that's something that you'd like to see. Thanks very much for watching, guys. I'll speak to you later.